Hello and welcome today. Now today is going to be a great day because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be building a live streaming computer, and it's for my pal downstairs, and it's called Studio 808. He broadcasts all around the world and he broadcasts in his actual studio. He has all DJs from well, they are DJs, they know how to DJ, to really big DJs as well. And basically he's asked me to build him a computer so it actually works, it can stream, because at the moment he's having drop frames per second, which is very annoying, because when you're trying to show how great things are to the audience out there and you've got drop frames, then that means that your audience retention is going to go slightly down, because there's no one going to be watching a stuttery 320p video. That's it. So what we're going to use today then, he says, we've got Fractal defined C case, and this is a lovely case, breathable, really nice, got an acrylic front there, easy to build in, and you can put nice normal size ATX power supply in there, normal ATX motherboard and everything like that. We're going to hit him up with a 7700K because if he wants to overclock a little bit, or he wants to boost and turbo up a little bit, he can use that. It's got a quad core, runs at 8 threads, so that's pretty good for streaming, for multiple cameras, which is all good. He's going to be using, what's he using? GoPros and other stuff as well. That'll be in the second video anyway, when we show everything for real life scenario. You'll be coming along for the ride. Then we've got the NVMe, and this is a 960 Evo M.2, and this has got some really nasty speeds. And when I mean nasty, I mean good. I mean fast like an SSD, but no, more fast than SSD, more like 4 or 5 times faster than SSD in read and write. So we're going to be using that, and it's nice and small to go into this motherboard. And this motherboard's VR ready, but we're not playing games, are we? We're using it because it's a Z270 motherboard to go with a 7700K. And if we want to overclock, we can do that with this motherboard. And obviously it's an Intel motherboard, so you have to pay the premium, obviously, Z270, no pun intended. But anyway, it's got RGBs, if you want to go all RGBs on the motherboard and have it all colourful and everything like that. And it's it can go up to some really high specs. Obviously, having a motherboard this powerful, you need to have decent memory to go with the CPU and memory for this, and so it's all bottlenecking and all that sort of stuff. Well, this goes up to 3,800 overclocked. So, talking about overclocked, well, we're not going to overclock this memory, but this memory runs at 3,000, and this is the Corsair Vengeance LPX memory. This is very stylish, very new, and very good, and it's very stable. And I've used it for all my test rigs and everything like that, and overclocking, and it's really quite good. If he wants to overclock, if he doesn't, he's got the potential there to do it. If not, then don't worry about it. I still love you any other way. But anyway, we've got the Edge Silent Antec power supply. It's got LED fan at the bottom, 750 watts, and it's an all standard power supply. The cables ain't really delicious, but they're okay. They will go into the case, and it's not too bad. And then we've got this, which is a half open box, and it's a Kelvin S36, yeah, S36, so S36. Yeah, so this is by Fractal Design. This is a 360 radiator, and it's AIO to keep everything nice and cool for the 7700K. As you know, 7700K runs pretty hot. Well, this will keep it nice and cool, and this case will sort it out, no problem, and it fit in the front, no problem. The fans are really nice, really quiet, and it looks stylish, and it's awesome, and I've used it in a few builds, and it's really quite cool. Then, finally, but least, we've got an overclocked edition WindForce Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1060 graphics card. And now this is going to be for all the visuals that you can see on the actual screen. He didn't want to go too much in price, but he also wanted it to make sure they didn't have no frame rates dropped. So with everything that we've got combined, we've got a decent computer. What do you think? Do you think, yeah? Okay, it's good. Should we just get on and build it, and then let's test it as well. Let's see what we get, and then we'll do the second video, and then we'll live stream for real. Right, so the next video is going to be obviously streaming live and streaming to all the people out there in the world through social media and everything like that. I think we're using Facebook, which is obviously like OBS, so you should broadcast it. But actually, OBS is better. But we'll broadcast it through Facebook, and then you can do your likes and everything like that. And I want you to leave your comments down below, obviously, and explain to me, do you think this was a good idea using this? I know most of you will probably say use the Ryzen build or whatever. But he wanted 7700K because he wants to be able to have it work with Mac if he wants to. So with Ryzen or AMD, it doesn't work with Mac. Only Intel does. So okay, that's about that. And then streaming it, so we're going to stream all around the world and everything like that, and everyone tunes in. We're going to check to see if there's any frame drops per second. So we're going to do a fraps and then run it live to see if everything's all good. And if it's all good, then we don't need to upgrade to a better CPU or a better graphics card. I would have done my job. So tune in if you want to see that. And if you like this video that you've just watched, as I said, comment down below. Check out all the merch. Buy some stuff if you want to buy like this streaming computer, because do you know what? There's not a lot of videos that are actually about streaming multiple cameras with a computer or how to build or whatever. I'm going to be, I don't know. It's going to be fun. I'll see you in the next one. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and dislike if you didn't like the video. Mwah. See ya.